Welcome back to another Fortnite tips and tricks video where today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to get high kill games in Fortnite. Now this gameplay you're seeing on screen is a 25 kill squad game that when I was playing with some subscribers the other day that I got, and I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. Be sure to watch it to the very end and let's get right into the video. Now I want to know what your guys' highest kill game in Fortnite, whether it be solos, duos, or squads is, so drop a comment down below and tell me in the comment section. I would greatly appreciate that. I want to hear what you guys have actually been able to do in Fortnite, whether it be like maybe like a little 10 kill game or maybe even a huge 30 bomb. I want to know about it down in the comment section below. Don't be afraid to tell me your record. Don't be afraid to get bullied in the comment section about it. If it isn't really that high of a game, so what? Doesn't matter, because I'm going to be telling you guys how to actually get high kill games. So anyway guys, the first thing that you guys need to work on when you're trying to get high kill games in Fortnite is you want to practice hitting all of your shots. So this isn't just because you want to keep yourself alive, but this is also because hitting all of your shots is going to be able to allow you to kill your enemies quicker in the game. And this is how you get more kills, right? You don't want to just focus on one enemy while there's like 5 other enemies out there. If you kill that one enemy, you'll be able to go after those 5 other players out there and get all of those kills. So hitting all of your shots, especially for like critical hits too, not just with shotguns, with ARs too. Like if you hit a nice headshot with a heavy AR for like 92 damage, that's going to really weaken that player and you'll be able to push them and there'll be a one shot and you'll be able to finish that fight off really quickly. And now of course shotgun shots are very important. You want to also be able to choose a good loadout too in regards to getting high kill games just with like shotguns and deagles and ARs. You don't really want to have like an SMG as a backup. Honestly, I think that the best meta right now is the shotgun deagle meta, and you guys should definitely use that shotgun deagle meta. When I go on high kill games, typically what I'll do is I'll always try and find my favorite loadout, which is an AR, whether it be a burst, a scar, a heavy AR, as well as a shotgun. It could be, honestly, like I don't really ever take the tactical shotguns or the heavy shotguns. I usually just take the pumps, whether it be the green, blue, or a legendary pump. Those are my favorite shotguns to use personally. I know a lot of you guys might like the heavies and the tactical shotguns, but they're really just bad in my opinion. They're not really good shotguns. Of course, it's like the only shotgun you have. If you really need to take a heavy shotgun, take the heavy shotgun, but I would honestly recommend just using the pumps. And then the deagle is also a very good gun to use. Typically what I'll do is I'll try and get more heals when I go on high kill games rather than more weapons, just because if you're getting into a lot of fights, you got to heal up in case you take a lot of damage so you can keep moving. Another thing I want to talk about briefly is moving fast in fights, playing hyper aggressive, and not sitting still. So when you guys are going on high kill games, the last thing you want to do is get into like a 1-by-1 and base fight another opponent. The reason why this is not the case is because you want to push that opponent, you want to play hyper aggressive, and you want to be really fast with your movements in every single fight that you take on. Now the reason for this is because you're going to confuse your enemy, you're going to put pressure on the enemy, and they're not going to be able to react in time because you're shooting out their walls with deagles, with whatever guns you have. You're playing really aggressive, and by that time they'll try and make a move. You might catch them slipping, and then you'll be able to kill them really quickly with hopefully a shotgun or a deagle, or maybe even an AR or an SMG if you have it. And now the reason why you want to move fast in fights, obviously, like I said at the beginning of this video, is you want to move on to the next opponent, and this is a very critical key factor in going on high kill games, guys. I can't stress this enough. You want to keep moving in fights. You don't want to sit still. As soon as you kill that one enemy, you want to move on to the next opponent. You want to try and find someone else. So what I do typically when I go on high kill games, if I'm really trying to move fast, which I always do in high kill games, you want to take like a quad crusher or an airplane or an ATK. I really don't recommend taking the ATKs, to be honest with you, but anything that moves you faster than running in the game, and you want to use this to your advantage. You want to use it to move around the map and find other opponents and just keep on doing that one after another. Just keep on finding opponents that are just straddling it in the middle of nowhere, and then they're kind of weak, they're not really that good of a player. You want to go there. Maybe even check Tilted Towers if you land somewhere close to it, just to see how many players are still alive in Tilted Towers, because a lot of people land at Tilted Towers, and even like mid game there's a good amount of people there. There's like 4 or 5 people there, and typically a lot of people always go Tilted Towers. It's in the middle of the map just about, so they'll cross through Tilted Towers. It's another populated area in the map, so people know exactly how many people are going to be there. There's going to be a lot of people going to Tilted Towers, so a lot of people just kind of cut through Tilted and see what's up. And honestly, when I go on high kill games, I don't always land tilted towers. That's not really, I think that's a misconception for a lot of players, is that you really need to land tilted towers. You don't need to land tilted towers. You can go from salty and pleasant and paradise and retail and still go on a high kill game. I think my first 20 bomb I landed at retail row. In retail row, I got like 10 kills coming out of retail row, and I just knew, because there was like 40 people left, I knew I was gonna drop a 20 bomb. I knew that, because there was just so many people. And that's the other thing, guys. You got to make sure that you keep paying attention to that player count, because it could always drop and you don't really know how many kills you're gonna get unless you don't pay attention to that player count. And if the player count is significantly dropping, you want to move faster than you already are. So if you have a launch pad but you want to hang on to it for later in the game, if you're really trying to go for high kills, you got to use that launch pad. You got to move somewhere populated, and you really got to get there quickly, because that player count is not going to wait for you. That player count is always going to drop. People are just going to kill each other. They're not going to really care about you and your high kill games. They're going to want to try and end that high kill game. So you got to always move as fast as possible. Another thing that really I want to talk about, and this is a very important tip for you guys, is to practice building in playground mode and practice editing in playground mode. Now, a couple weeks ago, I won't even lie, like a couple weeks ago to a month, I was playing with a very, very weird setup to my edit buttons, and I didn't play claw. I don't play claw. The gameplay you're seeing on screen is not from a claw player. It's literally from a regular controller player. I don't play claw. Claw, to me, is the most uncomfortable looking and uncomfortable feeling way to play Fortnite. I tried it one time and I got bodied the first time I tried to fight somebody. Claw is just really weird for me. So I switched up my editing binds. You guys really need, if you guys are on PS4 or Xbox or controller, any controller out there, you need to get custom controller binds. You guys can use the custom controller binds that I use, and they're really comfortable. It doesn't really take that long to get used to. Honestly, like, the reason why it takes longer to get used to is because it's muscle memory, and you guys can break that muscle memory, and then you can go ahead and literally just edit like a god. And honestly, I would practice editing all the time if I were you guys. And the reason for this is because you're always going to be moving, and you're always going to want to be moving fast. So if you guys get pinned in a 1-by-1 and you want to edit out, you want to get out fast so you can kill this guy, you don't want to waste an opportunity because you can't edit out a building. So that's something that honestly I would work on if you guys are really trying to go for like 20 bombs and like 30 bombs and stuff. When you're playing solo squads, which is another way to go on a lot of high kill games, you're really going to have to build fast. You're really going to have to edit fast. And the reason why you're going to have to build fast is because obviously there's 4 players shooting at you, and you really want to be able to not only cover yourself, but you want to confuse them. You want to make nice edit plays. You want to take them out, and that's something that you guys really do need to work on. So I hope this video helped you out. If you guys did enjoy the gameplay, drop a like down below. Drop a comment down below. Tell me again, what is your highest kill game in Fortnite? I hope you guys drop like 40 bombs or something, like you hold the record. Like, that'd be mad cool. If somebody who was holding the record watched one of my videos, I want you guys to drop a comment down below and then add me so that we can play together, so that I can try and go for the world record too. Anyway, I'm not that selfish. I'm just joking. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Peace out.